And maybe look at some of these items that are of an issue with the beach house right now, and maybe we can correct it and get it going in a little better direction.
I agree.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Going once? Twice? 3 times. Closed. Communications from the mayor, including disapproval messages.
Thank you. Mr. Pinkowski, just to address some of your concerns, the beach house licensing agreement was actually put into place last year for, I believe, council agreed on a 5-year term. So that was looked at last year, and that was a brand new lease. With an alcohol license, you have to have the lease in the tenant's name, so we couldn't just transfer that lease. But the issues that you did raise concerning some of the issues that we had over the summer are things that we are certainly looking at addressing with the current licensing fee, I guess. So there are things that we're looking at for the boardwalk. Again, I'll point out that we've been asking council for over a year, myself and the city attorney. There are 5, I believe, leases at the boardwalk that we've been looking for dollar amount rates for as brand new leases down there. And it's gotten very little feedback from anybody. I think Councilman Weiser was the only one who addressed that with us. So we are looking at different avenues for obviously increasing the rent down there. Also, Tim Hortons, that I think is a 30-year plus lease, and it renews itself renewing every 5 years. We just looked at that 2 years ago. There was a question about how much they were paying, but it does incrementally go up, just not as quickly as, inflation is going up. So certainly it's on our radar for that as well. And then thank you to Revitalize. Obviously, we appreciate everything that you do for us. You make our city a much more beautiful place to live in. We love to see the little areas of flowers, although we can't see it now under the snow. Which leads me to my next comment, just to remind the public to be mindful of alternate parking and that the sidewalks in front of your homes are your own responsibility for plowing. We do have sidewalk plows. We try to do in front of the schools. That doesn't necessarily always happen. So please be mindful. There are a lot of people in this community that currently walk to a lot of their appointments. I would also encourage drivers to be mindful as well, because the roads are a little bit slippery. You never know when the right stuff comes. On that note, I want to thank DPW, Scott, my secretary Carol, everybody who chipped in for the holiday parade and Christmas on Central. It was a great turnout for the parade. It was great to see so many people. I know we had a little bit of weather issues with some of the lighting on the big trees outside. Unfortunately, the wind doesn't cooperate with us when we want it to. Snapped all of our wires on the trees, so we just had to end up lighting the 2 small trees. But I appreciate everybody's time and patience, all the vendors, everybody that came out. Erica, who was out, I'm sure, freezing all day long with Mr. Santa and the reindeer and the elves. We really do appreciate everybody's work and coming at an event. It's such a great event to have. And I think that's all I have for me.
Thank you. Communications from public and petitions.
We have none.
Unfinished business.
Reports of standing committees. Reports of standing committees, boards, and commissions.
Oh, excuse me, I'm new. First and last time. Reports of committees and commissions, board commissions. Natalie?
Yeah. Amidst all the financial strain, there is still so much going forward that establishes Dunkirk as a viable and progressive city with the help of the mayor, the council, and the administration. How does one find out? At the Economic Development Committee meeting, held almost each month. Everyone always invited. For example, thank you, Vince. our Director of Economic Development for his diligent work in acquiring the ARC Ready to Grow grant in the amount of $412,000 approximately. This will be used towards our new government resource planning software, which will be friendly to our residents when rolled out. Another thanks to our fiscal affairs director, Luke Scopia. The highly recommended new and efficient software recommended by the Controller's Office for the entire City Hall will combine separate and several current softwares together, produce effective and timely audits, save money through only using one program, and streamline the antiquated systems we have. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Ms. Erica, or Mrs. Sikorsky?
I don't have anything.
Nancy?
Thanks, Rich. Doing a great job. I don't know if Randy has any updates for DPW for safety as we end the month of December and beginning January. Since this is our last council meeting and we have a chance to ask you or drill you questions,
You want updates on which part of the DPW?
whichever you would like to speak on.
I think Mrs. Zatorsky said it best.
It's all cats.
I don't have a lot to report. I'd like to thank, the DPW crews for taking good care of the S word we don't like to mention, but it comes anyhow. We have, thanks to council, we have two salt trucks. One of them's up and running. It took a little bit of rewiring from the Ford help to do that. So I'd like to thank the council for supporting Public Works, especially the Streets Division and the excellent streets drivers. We saved quite a bit of money by having our guys go pick up the trucks. Steve and Nick and Tim went and got them in Elmira and brought them back, and so they got a good workout on the way here, and they like them, so it's going to be great. So that's the primary focus right now is snow removal and snow attendance. There's a lot going on in all the divisions, and won't really get into it right now, but I think that I thank you for the opportunity to thank the crews that are handling this stuff.
And we're still looking good as far as our salt supply is concerned. It's such an early winter, even though it's not winter.
Yeah, we have salt. We're going to probably be over budget. We're going to have to switch things around with DPW. It's going to balance out at the end of the year, but we're over the line on salt because it's been, if you remember the early part of this year, it's been very cold weather, and what you really need to do is just, sometimes there isn't enough snow to plow, but you got to get the salt down to get the traction. So that's an issue. You never know exactly what you're going to need on salt. And then also because of our extra activity with salt, we need a new loader. The loader that's there is 30 years old and it's been pretty much rusted with salt and with a lot of beach activity. We were able to save a lot of money with CHIPS, which is eligible to use to buy this loader. Even with that expenditure on the state contract, we would save about $40,000 over what a contractor could buy this for with the government price. And there would be a new loader, and then the older one could still be used on the beach, but it gets damaged on the beach because there's a lot of sand in there. So I want to concentrate my comments all on salt, snow removal, and snow control and stuff like that. I'd like to thank our first responders for calling us when the weather's bad. We don't have around-the-clock crew. We've been trying to watch the overtime. Council's asked us to do that. I'd like to commend Mike Provision and everybody that's been watching that to try to keep that at a minimum. The eyes and ears are our first responder. And also, many of you have called, so you see it getting icy, and we send the salters out as soon as we can. So snow control, that's our main focus. Doing well. Thank you.
And as has there been any update on the replacements for the streetlights that are still out? I know there were several dozen that were going out and still out.
The parts for those just arrived last week or maybe the week before that, and we're scheduling those to be reinstalled on the poles where they failed. So I can get a better answer. Mr. Stoyle asked me the same question. It's kind of hard to get work done in this type of weather, but when we had a pole kind of lean over about 25 degrees on the pier, it was dangerous. We closed the pier, we got that down, it's being fixed. We'll get it back up. So we did that one first, but it was dangerous. The others are being addressed, and I'll get you the exact date. I know it's going to be fixed tomorrow, and I'll let you and Mr. Stowe know.
Thank you. Chief Nick, I don't know if you have any words of wisdom and safety for the upcoming holiday season that you'd like to share with our viewing audience and those that are here.
Well, just wish everyone a safe and joyous holiday. Be mindful, a lot of cooking going on, safe practices with that, and as well as the weather turning home heating. Just be wary of any issues related to heaters. Keep the space around your heaters so we don't catch anything on fire. And also with the holiday decorations, electrical safety, just watch your extension cords, make sure you unplug those lights when you go to bed, and all that kind of stuff.
And now we'll move on to Lieutenant Orlando. Do you have any words of wisdom and knowledge to share for the upcoming holiday season?
I'll be mindful of alternate parking. Times about 5 p.m. We usually give a little leeway before and after. If there's a snowstorm and your car is hampering snow removal, we'll try to make contact with you first. They probably might have to tow, so just try to get out there and get the cars moved. If there's a weather event, just try to drive slow, plan extra time to get to where you're going, and be careful.
Thank you. My last sort of subject that I'd like to talk about is our trauma and drama that we're having with our dog control officer, and I do hope that we can find some direction that she can get to the means and the ways and means that she needs to keep that shelter going and not using funds out of her own pocketbook. I don't know who is her boss, who she looks for guidance. I know where it was in past years with working with all of them that were our ACO at the time. There were supplies available to her. I don't know where to turn. I've been in almost daily contact with her, and I'm trying to do the best that I can with the knowledge that I have, but I don't know who directly she can be involved with to get the answers that she needs. I've been in contact with Ellen, and there is a small supply line that's left for the remainder of the year. I don't know if she has to come in and sit down with you and have a discussion to do it that way, but I don't know who her alternate boss is or her genuine boss, whether it be the mayor, whether it be Randy, whether it be the police chief. I don't know what direction to give her. I was not, unfortunately, having my surgery when she did meet with council at the time, so I couldn't help her along. So, and as a bon voyage, it's been a pleasure working for Dunkirk, for Judge, Abby, Natalie, all of you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Lieutenant. I hope, especially your shift, because your shift is amazing. Your shift has always kept me apprised of your activities at night. And it's very active, that shift. I'm very proud of those guys. And I told you before, you're running a police department like a police department. Chief, you're new. I worked so close with Chief Orlando, Chief Edwards. I hope we were able to get you guys what you needed, the equipment and funding that you needed to do a job properly and professionally. So I wish you all the best in the future. You're going to need it. And to the rest of you people, God bless you. And you.
Local law number 4-2025, a local law amending the city code of the city of Dunkirk to revise certain fees and establish new fees.
Any questions? Clerk call the roll. Right?
No.
No.
Motion.
I made a motion.
I don't know.
A motion.
We need a motion to bring it off the table.
What you doing?
I did make a motion.
Second, to take it off.
All those in favor? Call the roll.
Councilmember Listoia.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Pre-file resolution.
And so now we have to vote that.
Pardon me?
Now we vote.
Now we vote on it.
Okay.
Group effort.
Hey,
I make a motion to accept local law number 4-2025.
go second.
I second it.
Don't move. Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Listoia.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Are we gavel?
Yep.
I'm glad this is so fast. Pre-file resolution.
Resolution 73-2025, resolution authorizing lease agreement for office copiers at the Dunkirk Fire Department.
Any discussion?
Any discussion?
Yeah,
No discussion.
No discussion.
Make a motion.
Eric going, and, what's it, Nichols? Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Listoia.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl. Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Resolution 73 has been adopted. There you go. Resolution 74-2025, resolution authorizing cost reduction change order and chip payment for 2025 DPW paving program.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
Natalie and Nancy. Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Listoia.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Resolution 75-2025, resolution authorizing milling for revitalized Dunkirk's Discovery Trail access at Point Gratiot.
Do I have a motion? Satorsky and Nichols. Call the roll.
Councilmember Listoia.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
That was short.
Resolution 76-2025, resolution authorizing easement for Wells Ice Cream.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Satorsky and Nichols. Call the roll.
Councilmember Listoia.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Resolution 77-2025, resolution authorizing a lease agreement for the office copier in the building and zoning office.
I have something to say. It says here on the second paragraph, numerically it has 177 per month. says 159. I don't know if we need to pass it like that, or can we pass it in lieu of having it changed correctly?
We can make a motion to approve it based on changes,
Okay,
and I can fix it.
thank you.
So which is the correct number?
Honestly, I don't know, I have to ask Wanda.
It's 177, Alan, plus the, you know, the per impression charges, or just how much they're gonna be like 25.
I didn't work on that contract, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I know that it's the lower one.
The 163.
159.
I worked with Wanda on that, so she did tell me it was a lesser amount.
Oh, it's 159? Okay, and then plus the, I don't know, there'll be a little bit different depending on, okay.
Actually, cost savings compared to what we're paying right now.
Okay, so
For a new machine.
159 plus, okay, so, anyway, make those changes.
Any other comments?
Abby also, the co-sponsor, but her name's not on that resolution as well. Could that be added at the time?
Sure.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Clerk will call the roll. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me.
Okay. Councilmember Laskoya.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Resolution 78-2025, resolution authorizing purchase of new yard loader for DPW Streets Division.
Can I have a motion?
No, we got the certain question.
Question?
Yes, Randy, do you want to be specific on this and where the funding is coming from for the payload?
Sure.
Payload?
Sure. Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk a little bit about it before. Just to add, it's on state contract for $157,901 with all the attachments we need for material handling and working at the yard and also on streets. The old one is 30 years old. It'll be good for Parks Division to use on the beaches, but it's not reliable to keep our salt trucks, especially the new ones, loaded up with salt. So we have one that we found in stock under state contract, and we have about $400,000 in CHIPS money. Right now we have some expenses. We have about $600,000 in CHIPS money. We have about $400,000 of that to pay out, and so I still have some money to roll over in the next year when we get another $2/3 in April. So we can afford this right now, we need it right now, and it's available right now, and it's coming out of CHIPS money that will get the money back in 30 days.
Thank you, Randy. Just to make it perfectly clear that it's being paid for through CHIPS funding.
Yep.
Thank you.
Councilwoman, it's we pay for it first and then it's
Right.
reimbursed. I just want everybody's aware of how that works.
Thank you. But we're still getting the money back into the city account. We take the money out first.
It does take a while for it to come back, but
Yes.
right, correct.
Just like everything else with CHIPS money.
Can I have a motion to accept this? Natalie, Nichols. Call the roll.
Councilmember Laskoya.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Third. Look at Washington.
Walk-in Resolution 79-2025. Walk-in Resolution authorizing Employee Assistance Program contract.
Any questions?
No, motion to accept the walk-in.
You make a motion? Yes. I make a motion.
You make a motion to Second. Yeah. Councilman Calder, Councilman Calder. Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Liscoviak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
You good?
We have to vote on it.
Any questions? Council, any questions on the resolution?
We have to vote on it. You were just accepting it onto the agenda.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. It was a walk-in. It was
Oh.
a walk-in and now we're going to vote on it.
There's another one, isn't there?
Well, I'll make a motion to.
Oh, okay.
To vote on it.
The second.
I do.
Councilmember Liscoviak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Walk-in Resolution 80-2025. Walk-in Resolution, Establishment of Fire Equipment Reserve Fund.
I'll make a motion to accept the walk-in.
I second it.
Okay, Councilmember Liscoviak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Yeah. Aye.
I'll make a motion to accept resolution number 80.
You want
Do you need a second?
I second.
Let me ask you.
Councilmember Liscoviak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Walk-in Resolution 81-2025. Walk-in Resolution authorizing fire department to purchase turnout gear.
I have a motion to accept it.
I make a motion to accept the walk-in.
Second.
I second it.
Councilmember Liscoviak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Make a motion to accept resolution number
Yeah.
81.
I would just,
We have a motion to accept, and Nichols, second. Call the roll.
Councilmember Liscoviak.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
aye.
Walk-in Resolution 82. Bond resolution for the statutorial authorized deficit financing 2025.
Do I have a motion to accept it? No, I'm not getting that.
That's okay. So to address these last two resolutions, they are from our bond council, and we have the opportunity to get into deficit financing. We won't have an actual party to be named to purchase the deficit bonds, but this is the last step in what we've been working the last 2 years to obtain. One of these resolutions is to appoint Ellen as a CFO for the city, because as everybody knows, Mark is retiring come January. So we need a CFO appointed to get into deficit financing. And then the other is allowing the city to borrow up to the $17 million for the deficit financing that the OSC has approved us for.
I accepted all of it, except it says here in the letter that, you sent us the deficit financing bond resolution separate in the email.
That should be your the second letter that you have. There should be 2 letters.
Okay. I don't, we didn't send that.
It came today.
That 83?
So just because it's, kind of,
Yeah.
wonky,
Here, because we have the way that they normally show up. So this is this for the last grant borrow. So this is a bond resolution authorizing the city to get it to borrow the 17 million that puts us into deficit financing, and then the other one is appointing Ellen as the CFO. Otherwise, we have to have a special meeting before the end of the year on putting into deficit financing.
Why does it have to be before the end of the year?
Because we have to issue our deficit bonds by December 31st, 2025.
Well, I think with all this that's here that we have to read, that for it to get handed to us 3 minutes before the meeting starts, well, we don't even have time to just read it through.
The email is, it was just another email that came with the second part to that. It didn't, there's, well, because it actually came to the people that are.
Oh, I see, okay. I get it.
And then there's a bunch of people that are CC'd on the letter.
No, I understand the importance of it.
But we can, I mean, we can just host another council meeting before the end of the year.
Oh, and is this at the finance meetings when we were discussing buying into that one company that would hold, we could have a reserve run through? Is this the same affiliation with this? No.
So for clarification, this is like the RAND that we borrowed, only this is our deficit bonds. This will pay off the state loan for $13.7 million and pay back a good portion of our back retirement pension obligations that we still have. This is to get us to that zero that we've been working so hard for the last 2 years.
But where does that set the city financially as far as paying back that?
So we're hoping to get a better interest rate on our deficit bonds, and our payments should be about the same as they are currently. We were borrowing up to the $17 million.
So I know that the controllers actually got certified now for 17 million. But is it, why is it in such a rush for us to get a new number one?
Because we lose the Dunkirk Fiscal Recovery Act if we don't get our deficit bonds done by December 31st of 2025.
This cannot be split into 2 different resolutions? The one that you're...
One
It
is.
about the other.
What is your legal expertise, Stan?
I don't agree with the resolution, so.
I'll make a motion to accept both 82 and 83.
Wait a second.
The walk-in.
She's accepting a walk-in onto the,
No, we have a vote.
do we have a motion and a second?
Wait a second. I don't. Okay, right.
Other table.
According to this paperwork, it said, in other words, the bond resolution must receive at least 4 affirmative votes. And we wouldn't have 4 affirmative votes here anyway.
So we're gonna have to table this? All right. I have a motion to table this resolution. Trustee Nichols. All those in favor?
Councilmember Liscoia.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Stoyl.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Motion tabled. New business? Okay. My favorite part. Have a motion to adjourn. Nichols and Starsky. I apologize for my ineptness, but it was a total surprise I was going to be here.
Councilmember Liscoya.
Aye.
Councilmember Zatorsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Scott.
Aye.
Councilmember Nichols.
Aye.
Merry Christmas.